Hey mini enthusiasts, how you doing? Welcome back, and you join me today at Brands Hatch. So far the weather's been quite good. It's forecast that there might have been some rain, but it's held off so far. We've just finished lunch, we're into the second half of the day, and it's going really well. Mark's had one off, which I'll show you in a moment, and the lap times are pretty good, but we would like to be a bit quicker.
Okay guys, so I thought just to add a little bit of commentary as we go. So this is an open pit track day, which means providing the circuit's not too busy, you just go on and off track as you please. Oops. So this is a very good example of, this was the second lap of the day. Tyres were still cold, brakes were cold, and cool Mark out there. We live and we learn. So I must point out, me and Mark are amateurs. This is our 6th track day. And at these open pit track days, you get a bit of a mix of everything from race cars to road cars. There's Mark coming back into the pits after having a bit of a spin. Always worth just coming back in just to have a bit of a check over and to make sure everything's okay. And a lovely little Mini there, which I think had a Vauxhall engine conversion in. So Mark's great with his sign language, you'll see as we go on, but I think he's just pointing out that the Mini in front here, which I think was an Appendix K Mini, the back end was fishtailing all over the place. And he's waving his hands there because the Mitsubishi Evo there overtook him on the right, which track day rules you're not meant to do. Overtake on the left only, and you only overtake with an invitation from the driver you're overtaking. And by invitation you put the indicator on, or you signal the other car to go fast. That way it keeps it all very safe, and you know which side to look out for traffic. So as you can see, that Mini again really seems sort of loose on the back end there, but I'm assuming it's all properly set up. Mark was getting rather frustrated here. I think that's an Appendix K car. It's probably got a Swiftune engine with a similar amount of power as Bolt, but the difference here will be, oops, the difference here will be that the Bolt has bigger brakes, bigger, more grippier tyres, and it's probably a bit lighter. So when you get on the straight, it's difficult to pass someone that's, you know, running the same sort of power. But round the bends and the twisties, Bolt was quite a bit quicker, and especially in braking as well. So Mark did eventually get past him, but got a little bit frustrated. It can get a little bit frustrating on track days. You're not meant to time what you're doing. It's not meant to be timed. It's non-competitive. But everyone's out there. They want to get a good few laps in. And when you get a car doing a very similar speed that won't let you past, it is sometimes frustrating. Like I say, it is overtake by invitation, so really you've got to wait there, keep in their mirrors until they let you go past. Again, Mark's kind of backing off here, having to get off the power. And again, I think you see the difference here, braking, cornering, Bolt's definitely got the edge. I can't remember whether Mark did actually get past, but it does get frustrating like this sometimes, and sometimes it's better just to come into the pits, calm down, relax a little bit. So we're following this Focus ST for a couple of laps here, kept taking funny lines around the corners. This was a bit odd, and I'm looking at this thinking, oh, he's going a bit fast. That's a very strange line to be taking. And he just over-egged it, ended up in the gravel kitty litter. Unfortunately, I think he caught the near side rear quarter, but he was on track again later in the day, so nothing too serious. Just following this Focus, it was a diesel by the looks of it. It was really, really smoking. It's a diesel or it's a petrol car, which is really over-fueling. But there were a couple of, I'd say I'm 99% sure they were diesels on circuit. And when they were running sort of side by side, yeah, you just get a smog behind them. It's not very nice. Some nice classics on the track that day too, Minis, MGBs, etc. You really do get a wide variation of cars and driver experience as well. So you get some very, very fast cars there. So we've got a McLaren going past there and a Lotus. But a lot of it's down to the driver. You can have the fastest car in the world, but if the driver's not confident, it makes a big difference. Here we've got a Skyline GTR. It wasn't particularly quick around the circuit. Obviously on the straights it was very, very fast, but again, quite a courteous driver here. Been behind him for a little bit. Bolt is very quick around the twisty stuff around the corners and under braking as well, so very kind of him. Just gave him a thumbs up as we go past there. And this was a lovely little Hillman Imp in race spec, or I think it's a Hillman Imp anyway. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. So thankfully the weather did stay dry all day long. There was a few spits on the circuit, but it didn't make a great deal of difference. So this one's for Alex Hart, the DJ SE. So that is a McLaren. It's either a 720 or a 570. I think it might be a 720. That is a serious car. Seriously fast, seriously powerful. And as you can see, Bolt glides by. But I can't really take the credit for that. He was on a slow down lap. Everything just slowing down here. Unfortunately, there was a Porsche. Is that a 944 or 924? Again, just a little bit fast. The back's overtaken the front and he's ended up the wrong way around on the circuit. So this was slightly frustrating for me. My frustration of the day, this was a Golf VR6. I think it was probably tuned. It was very, very quick down the straights, but it was extremely slow around the corners. He wouldn't let me past on the straights. Like I say, it's invitation. If he doesn't want to let me pass, that's his prerogative. So he wouldn't let me past. This was a bit dangerous here actually, so he braked really, really early. Yeah, if I wasn't a little bit more vigilant, I could have ended up his rear there. So again, quite frustrating because as we come up, as you see at this corner here, I really have to slow down and he takes it really wide and I'm dropping in second there. A couple of blips of revs because I'm getting frustrated. He did let me pass though, so very good of him. Like I say, I'm sure sometimes people get an inferiority complex and they don't want to let a Mini go past. gold BMW taking a spin there. So you've got to be vigilant because, yeah, if I was a little bit closer, could be involved with that or involved in it. So it's better to leave a bit of a gap. Again, another Golf. I think this was a V5 Golf. Just had a very odd paint scheme. It was half and half, and it was done in football club colours. Left-hand side was West Ham, and the right-hand side was Queen's Park Rangers. Very odd. And look for the Caterham in front here. That was quite a big off. It was quite a thump as it went over the curb. Unfortunately, that was one of the driving school cars, so the driver would have been under tuition there. And that's me just getting it a little bit out of shape, taking a bit too much of the curb. The curbs can be very slippery. Now this I thought was quite a dangerous manoeuvre here. So the Mini has forced the Caterham really, really wide. He's not really overtaken by invitation. I suppose he has, but I've gone round, left a bit of a gap, and I'm sorry, but that is wrong. I did not know he was up on my inside there. That was out of order, that. Now sit back and enjoy Mark's lap. He was faster than me on the day, disappointingly. I just couldn't quite get as quick as Mark. Can be quite difficult to set a good time because you really want 3 or 4 clean laps, nothing in front of you, nothing trying to overtake you, and you need to kind of build the speed up. But ultimately it's all about picking the right lines, being quite smooth and getting on the power as soon as you can out of corners. So down the back straight here, I think Mark was clocking around about 100 miles an hour. So that was our track day. Thanks for watching. I think we burned 75 litres of fuel that day. We've done a few 100 miles, lots of fun, but driving it back on the trailer is a good day in my eyes.